Good morning, everybody. Had such a solid day on Wednesday. Can't complain at all. Let's take a quick look at the games, real quick. Let's get a little bit of a recap going. First game, we had the Devils Rangers. Guys, logic finally wins. Finally wins. The better team actually wins. Devils Rangers. Hey, looks like it wasn't no sweat. That one, I got home too late, so I really didn't get to watch that one too much. So glad it just went our way. Glad we just had the pick and it went our way. Penguins Hurricanes. Hey, we were close, guys. We were close. It's not like the Hurricanes had us, had us blown out completely. Now we were on the Penguins, but hey, we were close. It is what it is. It's fine. It happens. Senators Capitals. Whew. Ooh, we got us some sweet plus money with the Capitals, man. Sweet plus money. That's 2-1 right there. Then we had the Blues and the Flames. I felt like the Blues were going to go back to their losing ways on the road and, heading over to Canada. Looks like I was proven right. We get the Flames another sweet plus money play to make it 3-1. Then the Avalanche lets us down, but again, it was in a shootout. It's fine. Our two losses were overtime losses, which means we were pretty damn close to a sweep. So can't be mad about that. And then same thing with the Flyers. In overtime, the Flyers come through for us. I had to fade my Ducks. I had to fade, my Anaheim team. So, but it is what it is, man. We got it. We got a solid win. It felt like just a solid work day yesterday, guys. That's all it really was. Nothing crazy, not some, obviously we didn't get rich, but we are getting some money out here. So, hats off to you guys. Hats off to you guys if you tailed. Let's go over today's card. We got quite a big card. I haven't exactly looked through it completely, guys. I'll be completely honest with you, as I just woke up not that long ago. I'm going to take a quick look at it right here, or let's both take a quick look at it, and, we're going to see how many we want. Do we want a 3-piece in the soda, or do we just want, a good old 5-piece combo? We'll see. We'll see how many picks we got. Let me just take a quick look at the board. Let's go for it. But hey, solid win. 4-2 on a 6-game card yesterday, man. When it comes to those small cards, we're pretty good at getting a winning day here on this channel. First game up that I actually like, guys. I'm gonna go over some top picks first, which is probably gonna be about 3 or 4. About 3 or 4, maybe 5, just from looking at the board real quick. I'm just looking at the board and going as I go, guys. So please be a little bit patient with me. But it's about maybe 3 or 4 picks that I really like, and I'm gonna go over those first. Then we'll get into some leans if there's enough time. So we have the Islanders heading over to Ottawa. This one's a pretty simple pick for me, if I'm being honest. It's pretty simple. I like the Islanders more on the road than I do when they're at home. Ottawa just played back-to-back. They are coming home, so it looks like both of these teams are traveling. So I think it's a little bit of a price mismatch. Give me the Islanders for plus 112. Better on the road. Ottawa Senators are playing back-to-back with travel. Islanders, they just had to travel. So I think all the value is on the New York Islanders. Give me the New York Islanders for plus 112 to kick off our card. That's pick number 1. Next pick I got for you guys, we got with the Winnipeg Jets heading over to Boston. Boston, guys, they're hitting at like a 60 to 65% clip at home. That's just how much they're winning their games at home. At home is when they're the absolute strongest. As you can see on that road trip, they only won 1 game, then lost 2. We played those games perfectly here on the channel. That one win that Boston got on the road, we called that here in the channel, and then we faded them the next 2 games. I didn't like them on the road that much. I just thought they were going to get a little bit lucky against the Capitals 3-4 games ago, and they did. So we're seeing this Boston team pretty well, and we're also seeing this Jets team pretty well. We've already cashed some good plus money with the Jets. So I wanted to go Jets, but I really think that Boston just hitting at such a high clip at home, I think that's going to have to overpower it here just a little bit. Meanwhile, the Jets are coming off of a big homestand, so I'm not sure how they're going to perform going out on the road. They got a 3-game road trip, and I think the other 2 games are a lot more winnable than this one. They got the Penguins next, and then the Rangers. I don't think we're gonna get a good price with them against the Rangers. But against Penguins, it might be a pick 'em. It might be both teams at -110. Maybe the Winnipeg Jets a slight underdog. But I think this one, I think it's priced correctly. Boston, again, just very good at home. So I'm gonna roll with the Boston Bruins on this one. I do like it. It's a pretty good price. A little bit more pricey, but it's all right. -138, -140. That's about. I think that's about correct. So give me Boston for pick number 2. Pick number 3 should be a good one, guys. We have the Florida Panthers heading over to Edmonton, facing the Oilers. I think this is a full-blown revenge game for the Oilers. I think it is every time they see Florida, because Florida is the team that, took the cup away from them twice in a row. But the thing is, the Panthers is definitely not complete. They got just way too many injuries. A lot of missing pieces are out, so this isn't the same Florida team. Edmonton should just fly by the Panthers. They really should. I want to go with a puck line, but I think the money line is just the best way to play this one specifically. Could be a close game, could be a blowout. We never know with these two teams. So I will take Edmonton, just straight up money line. So, we'll both take it. This is a pick for the channel. I'm probably going to take this one myself. But I think I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit something on that puck line. +158 against the weakened Florida team, -1.5. I think the Oilers can do it. They did it against the Sharks, and right now I think the Sharks show a little bit more fight than the Panthers. But again, the injury bug just pretty much got to them. So this isn't the same Florida team that we're used to seeing torture Edmonton. So for today, just give me the Oilers for -160. A little bit of a sprinkle on the puck line. Last pick of the day, so we only have 4 today. We have the Buffalo Sabres heading over to San Jose. Man, this Buffalo team just keeps on winning, but it's looking like they're on a little bit of a road trip. Their first stop was Vegas. Now they're in San Jose. They beat Vegas in Vegas. They should be a bigger favorite, if I'm being honest. So San Jose Sharks, strictly a play on the number, a play on the situation. More just a play on the number, because I think Buffalo should probably be favored more, heavier against this Sharks team. Or maybe the books are just starting to see that the Sharks aren't just that same pushover team like they were the last couple seasons. They actually have a pretty damn good squad this season, just like the Ducks. So I'll take a shot on San Jose for +125 to finish off our official picks of the day. We got 4. We have the Oilers, we have the Sharks, we have the Islanders. There was one more. What is it? The Boston Bruins. There we go. Bruins, Sharks, Oilers, Islanders. Those are the top 4 for the day. We can get into some leans real quick, guys. So now that we got our top 4 out of the way, we can go into some leans, because there were some that I wanted to add to my card. They just barely didn't make it. Montreal Canadiens, Detroit Red Wings. I'm kind of thinking of adding it to my card, if I'm being honest. I want to take the Canadiens. They've been they just keep scoring, guys. Some of these teams I don't think can go goal for goal with Canadians. They just don't have that style, The problem is that they also let in a lot of goals. So that is a problem, but the Canadians can win tight games, especially higher scoring tight games. So I do like the Canadians. Detroit is also a very, very good team, but I just like the goal scoring that I've seen from the Canadians. So I would lean towards Canadians. I was considering adding it to my card. Just barely didn't make it. And then we got the New York. Well, we went with the Islanders in that one. So Islanders Senators. We went with the Islanders. Rangers Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets puck line, guys. That's the only way I would go about it. It's hard to go. It's hard to go Rangers at this point. They're really just free falling, and the Blue Jackets have been so solid at home that I just don't want to go against that. I would even go puck line. I'm just not used to seeing them at -230. So, but I think that game is more of a pass than anything. And then we got the Blackhawks heading over to Minnesota. I think these two teams just played. If I'm not mistaken, I would have to check back, but I think these two teams just played. It would only be Chicago puck line +1.5, but again, just not a game I'm interested in. Kraken Predators, that's one I was kind of interested in, but not really. Not really. I think this is more of a sneaky spot as to I think this is a game where the books are just not paying attention. So I would go Predators in this one. Home field advantage for Nashville. I think they've done their best work at home, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But again, just a lean to the Predators. Nothing crazy. And then we got the Lightning against Vancouver. If I was getting plus money with the plus 1.5 with Vancouver, I think I'd be a little bit more interested. But the Lightning, it looks like they just finally found their groove against, I think it was the Detroit Red Wings, and just completely blew a team out of the water recently, if not already 2 teams. So it looks like the Lightning woke up. I don't really want to go against that, but if I had to make a choice, I'll go Vancouver for plus 1.5. I think it's a solid shot, but I would need some plus money. Minus 105, I'm okay off of that. Utah Mammoth at Vegas. Vegas just lost to Buffalo. Utah, I think they've been like sneaky good on the road, at least as of recently. As of recently, they've had some solid wins on the road. So I would take them going into Vegas, but just the lines just have me kind of spooked. I don't really want this game. I think the games I chose were just much better spots. And then to finish off the night, we have the Flyers heading over to Los Angeles. They just played in Anaheim, got an overtime game win in Anaheim. So they're playing back-to-back. That's the only disadvantage. But I think all the value is on the Flyers because the Kings just don't like playing at home, guys. They just don't. They do their best work on the road. We just cash some plus money with them on the road. At home, weren't able to do much. So the Kings at minus 175, no thank you. Solid play, solid value on the Flyers. I think I'm going to add this to my card, guys. I'm really going to add this to my card, but I don't want to add that to the official picks on the video because I should have broke it down a little bit better. But yeah, I would take the Flyers. I'm adding it to my card, but for now on the card, we're just going to go with the 4 that were picked earlier in the video. All right? Let me know what you guys like. Comment below which games you like the most. Which game you like the most? Which game do you have the most money on?